Manchester United are reportedly eyeing Real Madrid's young star, Endrick, for a January loan move. He is frustrated, underused, and itching to play while Rúben Amorim is still fine tuning his attack at United. It sounds bold, maybe even unrealistic, but could Endrick actually fit into Amorim's system and benefit both sides? Let's break it down. Endrick is 19, back from a hamstring injury, but still struggling for game time. He's been on the bench for 6 straight matches, yet Xabi Alonso keeps choosing Gonzalo Garcia ahead of him. For a player signed for £61 million from Palmeiras in 2024, that's a worrying trend. Since arriving, he's just started 3 La Liga games. Last season under Alonso, it was a similar story: 37 appearances but only 8 starts, 7 goals and 1 assist. Not terrible, but far below what's expected of someone tagged as Brazil's next great forward. Now, Endrick's camp is growing restless. Reports suggest that unless things change soon, he'll push for a loan move in January. Madrid aren't short of attacking options. Either Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Bellingham, and Mastantuono all occupy forward positions, leaving Endrick with a little room to break through. United are among the clubs monitoring his situation, alongside Juventus, Newcastle, and Marseille. But a loan to Old Trafford would be more than just a move. It'd be a chance for him to rebuild his momentum and confidence. Endrick isn't your typical young striker. He's not a penalty box poacher or a flashy winger. He's versatile, able to play across the front line, drift into half spaces, and drop deep to create overloads. At Palmeiras, he wasn't just finishing chances, he was creating them. He'd pick up the ball between lines, drive at defenders, and combine with midfielders in tight spaces. His ball control in traffic, explosive acceleration, and ability to operate under pressure made him look far beyond his years. Statistically, he outperformed his expected goals in 2023, scoring 11 goals, forming an expected goals of 8.3. 8 were inside the box, 3 from range. That blend of instinct and unpredictability makes him a constant threat. Tactically, he's most comfortable in the right half space, linking play and moving into central areas. That's why comparisons to players like Gabriel Jesus make sense. Not because of identical styles, but because of that same fluidity. Endrick's biggest challenge is his decision making. Sometimes he tries to do too much too soon, but at 19 that's normal. What he needs is structure, clear guidance, and a coach who believes in development. And Amorim's Manchester United is being built on pressing intensity, mobility, and intelligent rotations in attack. You can see it with Mbeumo, Sesko, and Mount. Endrick fits that mold. He's quick, tenacious, and works hard without the ball. Amorim's system, usually a 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1, demands fluidity from the front line. The forwards have to press as a unit, drop into midfield, and interchange positions. Endrick could play as the left inside forward, alternating with Mbeumo, or as a central striker, linking with Mount and Bruno Fernandes behind him. He's got the explosiveness to stretch defenses and the intelligence to occupy half spaces, both vital traits for Amorim's style. Yes, Amorim is demanding, but is also known for developing young, dynamic attackers. Look at what he did with Pedro Gonçalves and Victor Gyökeres at Sporting. He molded them into complete forwards. If Endrick buys into that structure, he could thrive. Amorim wants attackers who defend from the front, stay compact in transitions, and play with controlled aggression. Now there's one obvious question. If Joshua Zirkzee isn't playing much, how would Endrick get minutes? It's a fair point, but Endrick and Zirkzee are very different profiles. Zirkzee is a hold-up striker, someone who links play and slows things down when needed. Amorim's system has sometimes struggled to accommodate that, especially when he prefers more mobile pressing forwards like Cunha. Endrick offers something else: directness, unpredictability, and an ability to break lines. If Zirkzee were to move in January, or even just go on loan, it could open a space for Endrick to step up as that energetic secondary forward option. Even if he gets 10 to 15 appearances this season, that's not a failure. Those minutes could be crucial for building confidence and adapting to Premier League intensity. Training daily under Amorim, learning pressing triggers, and adjusting to physical defenders. For United, this could be a clever, low-risk loan. They'd get a hungry, versatile forward with world-class potential, someone who fits Amorim's vision. For Endrick, it's a lifeline. He'd get to play, to express himself, to grow. A few months in the Premier League would test his mentality and discipline, things he desperately needs before returning to compete for a spot at Madrid. He'd learn how to press with purpose, how to adapt to different roles, and how to handle the demands of English football. Even if he returns to Madrid next summer, he'd do so sharper, smarter, and more mature. A more complete forward ready to challenge for his place among stars like Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Bellingham, and Mastantuono. Endrick to Manchester United might sound ambitious, but it actually makes footballing sense. Amorim needs energy and flexibility in attack, and Endrick needs a stage to show his worth. It's not about being a starter every week. It's about growth, learning, and rediscovering that spark that made Madrid spend 61 million on him. If United pull it off, it could quietly become one of the smartest short-term deals of the season, both for club and the player. What do you think? Should United go for Endrick this January, or is it better to trust Amorim's current forwards?